Welcome. We're going to try and use this visual proof to prove a few of these conjectures. We have the fact that Travis believes that CD is a median, and what that means is that it splits AB into congruent parts. So you're circling those arguments that you need to prove that it's a median. The givens I've already circled. It's an equilateral, and the CE is a line of reflection. That's where it was folded. So given that it's a line of reflection, then we can say that D is a midpoint of AB. And given that D is a midpoint of AB, then we can say that AD is congruent to DB. And so that is all that we need in order to say that CD must be a median. And let's try another one. Yeah, change the colors here. The next one we're going to do is the angle bisector. And we're going to use our given statements again. ABC is a equilateral and CE is our line of reflection. Okay, so here's our CE, our line of reflection. We're going to try and show that it is a angle bisector. So that line, that CD. And so an angle bisector is going to imply that this angle and this angle are congruent because that CD is going to bisect that angle. So this one we're gonna use more. In fact, I think this one it's going to be useful for you to try and show that you've got two congruent triangles, and then since those angles are corresponding parts of the triangles, if the triangles are congruent, then we've got it. Then we can say that the angles are. So looking at what we have so far, CE is a line of reflection, so that means that we've got perpendicular. CD and AB are perpendicular. Given that they're perpendicular, we have, let me use the other color here. Given that, we know that these are right angles because they're perpendicular. So this is another thing we're going to use. So now we've got right angles here in both of these triangles. We're trying to get like a side angle side or something like that. The other thing that we've got is, given that D is the midpoint because it's a line of reflection, we can say that AD and DB are actually congruent. So here we can say AD and DB, so those two sides on the triangles are the same. And finally, we can say that CD is congruent to itself, so that would be this one. So now what we've done is we've got side, angle, side. And side, angle, side is enough to say that these two triangles, the yellow and the green triangle, are congruent, which is great news. If those two triangles are congruent, that means all corresponding angles are congruent, including, drum roll, ACD and BCD. So we have done it. We have shown that those two angles must be congruent. And so, therefore, CD is an angle bisector.